Hello, good morning everybody, welcome. It's Wednesday the 24th of June 2020 and it's time for phonics, and the first thing you need to get ready is just like this, a table with 3 columns or just 3 separate sections anywhere on your whiteboard or paper, and when you've done that, come back together and we'll start. Okay, so what we're going to be doing first with these 3 columns or 3 separate sections is we're going to be looking for different spellings of the t sound, which we've been looking at earlier this week. Okay, so I'm going to write a word here. The word is one, two, three. The word is stamp. So we're looking for the t sound in that word, and we can see that we've got the t spelling of the t sound, and that's our first spelling of the t sound. Okay, so we say s, t, a, m, p, st, a, m, p, stamp. Okay, so every time you see a word here, I want you to read it and look for the t sound spelling and think about where that's going to go. Okay, so the next word is one, two, three. The word is haste. So pause now and see if it's here or if it's a different spelling of the t sound and build the word, okay? Okay, so let's come back together, and I can see that I've got the T-E spelling at the end of the word there. Haste, haste. So that's our second spelling of the t sound. Same sound, different spelling, and we say a s t haste. Okay, you get the idea. So the next word I want you to write is read and then write, sorry. 1, 2, 3. The word is taste. So pause and have a try. Okay, coming back together, we can see that we've got 2 different spellings of the same t sound in this word. We have t, a, s, t, taste. So we can write it in 2 separate sections with the t spelling of t, t, a, s, t, taste, and with the T-E spelling at the end. So t, a, s, t. Okay, same sound, just 2 different spellings in the same word. Good. Okay, the next one is one, two, three. The word is subtle. Subtle. So pause and think about where that needs to be in our chart, okay? Okay, let's come back together now, and we can see we've got the BT spelling of the t sound here. Sa, t, ul, sa, tul, and that's our third spelling. BT spelling of the t sound. We say sa, sa, t, ul, sa, tul, subtle. Good, good. Next word is 1, 2, 3. Paste. The word is paste. Pause and have a try, and then we'll come back together. Okay, coming back together, we've got the T-E spelling again, haven't we? P, a, s, t, paste, paste. Last one for today. word is 1, 2, 3. Tripped. Tripped. So pause and have a try, build that in. And coming back together, we can see that we've just got the T on its own spelling of T there, haven't we? We've got T, R, I, P, D, tripped, tripped. Good. Okay, so what I want you to do is rub those out or use your finger to read along the sounds to read the word. And remember that you say all of the letters in the sound, okay? So, T, 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 A, S, T, and so on. When you've done that, we'll come back together for some reading, okay? Okay, let's come back together. So, the next thing I want you to do is read a piece of writing that I've written, and we're going to be looking this time for different spellings of the sound, okay? So, if you saw the word Tom, you would read it and you would think, there's an sound in Tom, I'm going to write it, and you would write T, R, on your list and underline the letter or letters that are being used to spell the sound. Okay, so the next thing you'll see is my writing, and I want you to pause and take as much time as you need to. We've done that before. Pause the video, take your time to use your phonics to read all of the words, and as soon as you're ready, start to write those words in your list with the sound, and then we'll come back together and check. Okay, so here comes the writing from the other side here. Let me just check that that's in view. Yeah, we can see that. Okay, as soon as you're ready, pause the video and off you go. Okay, so let's come back together. Let's see what you found. If you haven't finished yet, just pause the video and just give yourself enough time, okay? So, I'm going to read from the start, and I'm looking for sound spellings. So, Tammy was mighty nimble. Okay, so in Tammy, I've got the double M spelling, so you should have written Tammy. Tammy was mighty, and I've got the M on its own spelling. Mighty, you should have written mighty. And nimble, I've got the M on its own spelling again. Remember that the M next to a B isn't always an spelling, although MB is one of our sound spellings, not in this word. This is just the M spelling. Nimble, because you can hear the B sound as well, can't you? Okay, so far we've got Tammy, mighty, and nimble. Good, you should have those three on your list. Moving on, we've got she climbed the maple trees in autumn. So we should have climbed with the MB spelling that time. Climbed the maple trees with the M letter spelling of trees in autumn. Autumn with the MN spelling. So far on your list, you should have Tammy, mighty, nimble, climbed, maple, and autumn. 6 words so far. Okay, moving on. Tom had nimble thumbs, so he could perform many magic tricks. So Tom, had nimble, the M sound spelling again with nimble, thumbs, thumbs. We've got the MB spelling there, haven't we, in thumbs. So he could perform, with the M spelling, many, with the M again, magic tricks, with the M again in magic. So far we should have on your list, Tammy, mighty, nimble, climbed, maple, autumn, Tom, nimble again, thumbs, perform, many, and magic. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 words. Last sentence. What they had in common was they were both great drummers. Okay, so what they had in common, with the double M spelling of was they were both great drummers. Drummers. And we've got the double M spelling again. So, what you should have on your list, let's read them together from the top. Tammy, mighty, nimble, climbed, maple, autumn, Tom, nimble, thumbs, perform, many, magic, common, drummers. Okay, and we've got different spellings of the sound throughout, haven't we? We've got the double M spelling. That's in Tammy, and in common, and in drummers. We've got the M on its own spelling. That's in mighty, nimble, maple, Tom, nimble again, perform, many, and magic. That's the most common one that we've got there, isn't it? And we've also got the MB spelling in climbed, and we've got the MN spelling of the sound in autumn. Good. So well spotted, everybody. The last thing we're going to do today is a bit of writing. So get yourself a clear space on your whiteboard or a new piece of paper, and we'll get cracking. Now, the sentence that I want you to write today is, okay, it's to do with Fred and Cliff and their trip to the fish and chip shop that we talked about yesterday. So following on from what we wrote yesterday, the next sentence is, on the phone, Fred found out that Cliff wanted codfish with his chips. Okay? On the phone, Fred found out that Cliff wanted codfish with his chips. Okay, our turn together. On the phone, Fred found out that Cliff wanted codfish with his chips. Now your turn. Fred found out that Cliff wanted codfish with his chips. Okay, so what I want you to do is pause the video and try your best to write as much of that sentence as you can, okay? Using your sounds to spell, and then we'll come back together and we'll see where you need to pick up, okay? Or any spellings that you need to change. So pause and give yourself a good try. Okay, coming back together, we've got on the phone, on the phone, on, capital letter, n, on. On the phone. Phone. And you should have that PH spelling in phone. Well done if you've remembered that. On the phone. Fred found out that Cliff wanted codfish with his chips. So, Fred found out. Fred found out Fred found F spelling of f in both of those words. So we've got the PH spelling so far in phone, and we've got the F on its own spelling of f. On the phone, Fred found out that Cliff wanted codfish. Cliff. K. I. F. spelling of f in Cliff. Just check that one. 3 spellings so far, but just the same f sound. Found out that Cliff wanted codfish with his chips. Ooh, ah, t, I, d. Wanted cod, k, ah, d. Fish, f, I, sh. Fish with his chips. With is his chips. Ch, I, p, s. Stop mark. On the phone, Fred found out that Cliff wanted codfish with his chips. Okay, good work everybody. Just make sure that you've got those same spellings that I have here, and then you are ready for the day. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you back here at the same time tomorrow. Bye.